Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Smell Good family? What's happening, man? What's happening, man? Welcome back to yet another live stream. I was running a little bit behind, but we are here. Hopefully everyone's doing well, doing fantastic, doing great. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel, man. All right. So tonight we're back, man. We got a very fun live stream that we're going to be doing tonight. Of course, I have two special guests that'll be lining up here in just a second. I see everybody active in the chat. I got Miss Heather coming on. I got the Bishop coming on. We're going to be talking about Zaharoff. But hopefully everyone is doing well. Hopefully everyone is doing great. Hopefully everyone is doing fantastic for sure. The comments are jumping, so I would consider myself already being super duper behind on the comments. All right, so we're going to be discussing the House of Zaharoff, but this is going to be a unique spin because quite frankly, Miss Heather is not all dialed into the Zaharoff web, meaning, you know, it's a lot of conversation about Zaharoff, a lot of positive stuff, a lot of ridiculous stuff. But Miss Heather has nothing. She didn't know anything. She got a sample pack from the Bishop. We're going to get all into that in just a second, but she is going to give her thoughts. So let me go ahead and jump into the comments because y'all are in here having a time. All right. So let's see. Where we at? All right, Ryan was in the chat at 11:13 a.m. Earlier today. What's up, everyone? Let me talk to you. Send other days to Drapboise. Yeah, shout out to Ryan in the chat. Miss Heather said it's going to be lit when we posted it at 11 this morning. Joel in the this is all early love. Joel was here at 12 o'clock. Send of the day. He's wearing parfum. The Empire Aqua de Scandalo. I'm not even going to attempt it, Joel. I'm sure you're smelling great, my man. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me and let me know if y'all can see me well and hear me well for sure. Lavelle was in the house. God bless me, good family. Send the day club and we intense man until the fall comes back around. I feel you, dog. Hidden Gems was in the house. Shout out to Hidden Gems. I'm patiently waiting to start. Send of the day, Haas Urban Body Oils, Homecoming, and Versace Eros Flame smells quite exquisite right now. Love the thumbnail. Appreciate you, bro. Beerson in the house. Good evening, D, Heather, and Jared. He call you Gerard Miller, but it's Jared Miller, the Bishop. Hope you and the family are doing good, D. Appreciate that, bro. Essential Parfums, Boston Royale. Can't get enough of it as of lately. Good deal, Beerson. Good deal. Glad you're rocking with us tonight. Person in the house was good. Smell good family. Send of the day, Orto Parisi Burger Mask. Okay. I'm sure you smell great, sir. Never heard of that one. Everybody's showing love in the chat. Joni says the Bishop in my best Dedrick voice. Reza in the house. Greetings to the Smell Good family. Send of the day, Salt and Pepper by Precious Liquid. Got a sample of that. We're going to be talking about that on a very near future episode of What's in the Bag. Dan the man wearing Coco Loco. We're going to talk Coco Loco tonight for sure. Bilbo in the house. Smooth operator. This goes out to the Bishop. When are you going to create a channel? We need this ASAP, my dude. Well, I'll let Jared talk about that whenever he's ready. All right. Smooth operator. Evening Mystique is the GOAT of all Zaharoff fragrances. Then Coco Loco. Okay. Nice to have your opinion there. Let's see. Dana the man listening while at work. Excited to see Miss Heather's thoughts on Zaharoff. A lot of people are. We're going to have a good time and talk Zaharoff tonight. Let's see. Roses in the chat. Flowers in the chat for Miss Heather. Got my Uncle CJ showing love. Good evening, Smell Good family. Uncle, what's good with you, man? Smooth operator. Talking to Joel. We got my guy Maurice in the house. What's up, Smell Good family? Sent the other day. 1 million lucky. Appreciate that, D. Good looks on that one for sure. No problem, Maurice. I'm sure you'll be going to see Heather soon. So she'll be waiting on you for sure. Let's see. Of course, flowers in the chat for Heather. And gloves in the chat for the Bishop. That's funny. Gloves in the chat for the Bishop. I like that, man. Yeah, I'll drop some gloves in the chat for the Bishop and flowers for Miss Heather for sure. Let's see. Everybody's showing love. Juan in the house. Hope everyone is great. It's having a great Thursday. Send the day, man. Sarah Intense Cedrat Boise. You, sir, are smelling great. Let's not forget about the shorts for D. Absolutely. It is Hoochie Daddy season. We are going to be doing a lot of Hoochie Daddy content. I have a Hoochie Daddy live stream that I am planning. I'm pretty sure you guys have fun. Got my brother Rashad texting me. I'm pretty sure. Let's see what he got going for us. Shout out to my brother Rashad texting on the sideline, so to speak. All right. Shorts in here for me. Appreciate it. Dakota, howdy, DEDRICKHJR and Heather in chat. Howdy, Dakota. Glad you're rocking with us tonight. Gloves in the chat. Let's see. Kaylin, what's good? Smell good, family. Sitting of the day. Aaron, Terrence, Hughes, Blue Fever. I'm sure you smell great, sir. I never got my nose on that one. As usual, Joel is rocking with the vibes. Joel, to be honest with you, man, I be considering you a lot, man, when I be thinking about my music, because I know you appreciate it. A lot of people don't appreciate the different vibes, man. I come with a lot of different vibes on this channel for sure. We got a little something we sipping on tonight. Something real light tonight. Fragrance returning in the house. Thank God for another day to smell good with the Smell Good family. Just sprayed on Banana Republic Metal Rain. Metal Rain is really, really good. Very nice Silver Mountain water inspired by fragrance there. Rich Money in the house. What's up, fellas? End of the day. Bond number 9, Wall Street. Okay, I never heard of that one. I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I'm not really sure. Jay Hernandez in the house. What's good, Dedrick and everyone? End of the day. Banana Republic Vintage Green. That is a classic. We got my brother Jason in the house. Jason Bircher. What else? Smell Good family. End of the day. Lamori Porthole, which is catching a lot of steam. A lot of steam for Porthole. It's really, really good. Very tropical. Very vacation-like. Very nice fragrance. But I'm noticing that it is catching a lot of steam in the community, and rightfully so. All right. What we at? Kylo, remember to hit that like button, please, and thank you. Hit that like button. It goes a long way. I see you down there, Bishop. I'm gonna blow your cover in a second now. I'm gonna blow your cover, Bishop. All right. Let's see. Smash that like button. Appreciate that, Jason, for sure. Keep that funky music rocking. Going to listen while I get a run in. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see where we at. We got 63 watching right now. Let's see how many thumbs up we got. How many thumbs up right now? We only got 36 thumbs up. So if you're watching, do us a favor and hit that thumbs up. It just pushes us out through the algorithm and let everybody know that we are currently live. We're getting ready to get started here. In about another 5 minutes or so, we're going to bring Bishop, going to bring Heather on, and we're going to get right to it. I don't want this stream to be extra long, but you know, with a lot of conversation we're going to have tonight, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good one for sure. Where we left off at, everybody showing love in the chat. Sensually Explicit, when Man Sarah Instant Crush, my bottle of Blue Talisman arrived today. This stuff is elite. Yes, Blue Talisman is definitely elite. Top 10 for sure, in my opinion. King Alias, we're back at it again. What's up, Smell Good family? Hit that thumbs up on the way in and ready to vibe. End of the day, Blue Talisman, putting this sample to work. Blue Talisman is fire for sure. Shorts in the chat for your boy. I just had a time to recharge my phone after Ross's live. Enough for Dedrick. Well, thank you, Joel. Thank you for doing that for sure. Let's see. Terrence in the house. What's up with you, man? End of the day, Polo 67. Good stuff. Me and Heather were just talking about Polo 67. Actually, we had a couple conversations about Polo 67 just being a do-it-all, good, solid, wearable, everyday fragrance for sure. And we all need those in the collection. We all sometimes the glitz and the glamour of perfumery can really jade people. Can really close in the blinds and, you know, make people forget about those good old daily hard workers. And Polo 67 is one of those for sure. The Sun Devil in the house. Good evening, Dedrick, and everyone. End of the day, Hugo Reverse. That is a really, really good one for sure. Nice soapy vetiver fragrance with some citrus in it, I believe. Everybody showing love. Memphis, Tennessee in the house. End of the day, Chaz Bond. What's up with you? Circle of Scent. Mr. Hicks, good to see you, my brother. Good to see you as well. Looks like you're still killing the sync game. That's what they say. Not surprised. Have you smelled the new release blue? No, sir. I have not smelled that one, and I don't know what that is. Maybe you can give me a little bit more information on that, bro. Bashan is wearing Burberry Touch. Bashan, what's up with you, bro? Hit that like button. Maurice, tell him, Maurice. Talk to him. Let him know to hit that like button, my guy. Let's see. Dakota says, hearing and seeing you loud and clear. Appreciate that. John C. Hey, y'all. Center of the day was Wulong Cha. Whoo, you ain't playing with him. Now out of the shower, rocking commodity ginger. Okay, good stuff. Commodity gin. Excuse me. Dedrick, is Miss Heather going to sing for us again? I don't know. It depends on what she's drinking on. Last time she was sipping on a little something, so she was a little bubbly. So she gave us a little song to describe one of her fragrance choices. Let's see. Too bad we can't send a sound clip of the name. Yeah, I wish that you could, Joel, because you always got something that I can barely pronounce. You got a new nickname, Joel? Yeah, he does. I see it. Sensei. Now, Joel, did you give yourself this nickname or did somebody give it to you? I need to know, Joel. Did you give yourself this nickname or did somebody give it to you? Let me know. Let's see. Dame and Housemaker family said today was inspired by this live stream. Appreciate it. Second Soul, my God. I was just telling the bishop, Second Soul has moved into possibly, it's number two spot, man. Second Soul is glorious. A glorious fragrance for sure. We got my brother Charles in the house, man. Good fan. What's up to my guys, D and Mini D, with the wrench by his name, my guy Maurice. Shout out my brother Charles. Maurice, go on and block Charles, man. Go on and block him. Let's see. I'm trying to get caught up as much as I can. We get ready to get started here. Supply and demand wearing hypnotic delight. Okay. King, I hit the like button. Got to show love for sure. Derek in the house. What's going on? D Hope all as well. Magave Ghost is just in the day. Doing well, Derek. Flowers in the chat for Heather. Jay in the house. King Eros. What's going on, my guy? Sean Lane, what's up, Smell Good fam? Smell Good Familia. Chilling in the house wearing Aqua Essenziale Blue. Great fragrance. If you don't have it, you should get it. It's really, really good. I ain't gonna say you should get it, but you can get a sample and get your nose on a great blue fragrance. Terrence sampled Coco Loco a couple days ago, and it's ridiculous. Yes, it is. It is ridiculous. Let's see. What's Brandon Hamilton? What's up? It's in the day. Wave Child by Room 1015. Okay, never heard of that one, but I'm sure it's fire. Got my sister in the house showing love. Shoshana, what's going on with your sis? Let me see anything else before we bring the crew in. Nike Tech shorts and khaki shorts ready to go. I feel you, dog. Y'all like that hoochie daddy stuff. We're gonna talk about that. Jamie's wearing Ramon Monegal's Flower Power. Okay, hit that like button for sure. King, there it is, King Alias. Shorts, gloves, and rolls. The shorts is for me because it's hoochie daddy season. The gloves is for Jared, and the rolls is for Heather. That's dope. Richie Cleats, what's up, my guy? Wearing Versace Dylan Blue for this Florida heat. Yeah, I feel you, dog. It come in handy. Is Porthole available at discounters? No, it is not. It is not available on discounters. No, sir. Corey in the house wearing Versace's Darige. Good stuff. What's up with you, Corey? Kaylin in the house. What's going on, my guy? Let's see. Black Bitcoin Key is wearing the Versace Harass. Great stuff. Jason, yeah, he's explaining it has not hit discounters. All right, I'm going to stop right here. Let's get this thing. We're going to answer one more, then we're going to get back to the chat. I'm trying to get down to the bottom. The Coco Blue Talisman got to be something real good. It is. Been hearing about it everywhere lately. It is fantastic, bro. Percy Ortho Pardisi House that make Megamar. They do Burger Mask also. But love watch you keep up the good work, man. Thank you, bro. Y-Town Mark, what's up, people? Send a day about Gary Tigar. Great stuff. Wavy Pots in the house. Send a day, man. Sarah Better Sensual. Birth 100. Sup, Mind Gangs, brother. What's up? Send a day club. They do Intense Man limited edition. Good stuff. Okay, so we're going to put a pause right here with William, and then we'll get back. Good evening. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're well. To William, JT, I got that rocky with you, bro. I'm going to stop right here with JT. Splacker Brother Hicks. Hope all is well. Send a day. Sean John, 3 a.m. Peace. Peace to you, my guy. All right, so we're going to stop right here and get back to the chat. We're going to go ahead and get the stream. Y'all know who we do. We're going to rock out for one more second, a couple more seconds, and we're going to get started. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. I got my bros blowing up my chat, man, trying to distract me, but I ain't gonna let them do it. Shout out to my brother Rashad and my brother Charles trying to distract me from the stream. But we're here for our Zaharoff rate live stream. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my special guest up first. Y'all know her. Y'all have seen her on here several times. A true darling of a friend. In my life, got a lot of love. Is she frozen down there? Heather, are you frozen? She looks frozen. I'm gonna wait till you unfreeze, Heather, and then come back in. All right. So let's bring in the bishop first because Heather looks frozen down there. So we're gonna bring in my guy, my brother, the bishop, Jared Miller. He is responsible, halfway responsible for this live stream. So we're gonna bring the bishop in while Heather gets herself together. Where we at? Bishop. What's up, my man?
You know what I sprayed on my arm, man. You know what I sprayed.
What you sprayed, Bishop? Oh, we're gonna talk about that. Put that back. Put that back, Bishop. We got it. We gonna
I'm not even going front, man. I'm kind of.
You tripping right now?
Okay, yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see y'all. I've been looking forward to the stream all day. Gotta be honest. This will be the first time I get to meet a new friend. I wish I was a bit, a bit more dapper.
Oh, please, Bishop, you're good to go. All right, Heather, thumbs up if you're ready. All right, so Heather is ready. Let's bring her in.
Everybody, let's drop some flowers in the chat for Miss Heather.
Absolutely. Keep dropping the flowers. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear good friend, love her a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Heather is in the house. Hey there.
Hey, sorry. Yes, we had a technical difficulty.
You're fine.
Right before you wanted to go on, I was like. So anyway, hi, gentlemen. Welcome.
How are you doing?
Hey,
doing great. I am doing great. Wonderful to see you, Jared. This is a nice way to meet you in person.
Yes, doing what we love.
Bishop, Heather, Bishop.
What's that?
All right, so before we get started, let's pay some tithes. Heather, let's start with you. What was your scent of the day?
Scent of the day, after I came out of the garden and the dirt, I don't think you guys can see this, but this is day 3, and this one is Downtown Deja Vu, because so if James and Jason are in the chat, they did a live stream with day 3, and I bought the sample right while I was listening to their content. And so I know that there's a lot of other ones that like more people talk about, whatever. And anyways, so this one, even though I smelled it before, but I wanted to try this on when I was like not covered in dirt. This Downtown Deja Vu smells like Spencer's store from the mall. And I was like, oh, I love this. This is like my childhood, And then I went to go look up the notes, and it's talking about like the 90s mall, and it owed to like a mall.
Exactly it.
I cracked up because I was like, oh my God. And I told the girlfriend at work, I'm like, doesn't it smell like Spencer's? And she goes, oh yeah, I used to love Spencer's. So yeah, this, who knew that they could put my teenagehood into a scent profile? But yeah, shout out to, being a preteen in Buffalo. And day 3, all of these are great, but that one has my heart. So
okay. All
definitely.
Right. Bishop, my man, what you rocking today?
Well, my scent of the day today was technically one of my summer go-tos, but it's one that I know our illustrious hosts and co-hosts have become fans of. My choice today, purposefully, was ATH Notorious.
Yeah,
both of y'all know what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this was definitely a pick-me-up today, for sure.
Great stuff for sure. Beautiful fragrance. My scent of the day, kept it fresh, kept it clean. Just one of my favorite easy does it fragrances. Great for the office, great to chill. Just kind of one of those. And I like this better than the original, even though the original gets all the love. From the house of Prada, we went with the Prada L'Homme Low today.
There you go.
Prada L'Homme. There we go.
Classic right there.
Yep. So that was my scent of the day. Yep. That baby blue back. Love it. Clean, fresh, powdery tones. Got that fresh, slightly spicy spill from ginger note. Of course, you have iris in here as well. Prada
does that soapy clean iris DNA like.
Yeah, Prada does soapy clean the best. They do it the best. It's not even close.
Agreed.
It's not even close. So this is my scent of the day. I really enjoy this fragrance. Like I said, I love it better than the original. It's just fresh and it's just clean. It just works. All right. So that was my scent of the day. All right. So currently we have 87 people strong right now with 69 likes. If we can get that thumbs up, it takes half a second. We appreciate all the people, all the Smell Good family members and people who are going to be Smell Good family members after the night for stopping through and rocking.
Yes, we appreciate all of you.
Absolutely.
Welcome. Welcome.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and tap in. Now, y'all know how I get down when I have guests. I'm going to be watching the chat. Well, let me answer my pops real quick.
We on it tonight.
Pop said my pops is in the house. DEDRICKHICKSJR. Tom Ford. Anything new? Love the show. Anything new from Tom Ford that you would like, pops? I don't think so.
Mineral.
Huh?
Oud Mineral was the newest thing that's out, but that's like the newest release.
Oud Mineral.
We're waiting for Tom Ford's Oud Wood Parfum, but I don't know when it comes to retailers, but that should be your next release that you'll see. And you, Junior, will be the first to know because I'll be taking pictures and telling you to come in and get your nose on that. Whenever it comes, definitely.
I'll be there. So shout out to my pops showing me love and support, man. I appreciate you, man. But Pop, you know we got you, baby. We got you. All right. So again, y'all know, got my baby love in the house. Hey y'all. You just say hey y'all, hey, but she just hit with the hey y'all. But tonight, all right, we're talking Zaharoff. All right. So this is a unique experiment, and here's why. We talked Zaharoff quite a bit on this channel. Me and Jared, we've debuted Black Rose. We've also had Zaharoff live streams, but this is a bit different. Here's why. Zaharoff is such a polarizing brand in FragCom. There's a lot of positive, there's a lot of negative, there's a lot of ridiculousness. There's always something being said about Zaharoff. And before we continue, no, George Zaharoff did not pay for this live stream. I know that's a thing that is out there.
Okay.
So Miss Heather is obviously, you guys know, she's a fragrance enthusiast. She is around fragrances every single day, whether she's at home or whether she's at her place of business. So she's always around fragrance. So many different brands. She's great collection, but there's one house in particular that she really doesn't have an experience with, and that is the house of Zaharoff. So Jared said, you know what? I'm going to put together a decant pack. I'm going to ship it to you, D, and I want you to get it to Heather. So that's what I did. So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Heather got a hand-delivered package from the bishop with several offerings from the house. We're going to talk about 5 particular fragrances tonight. We could do a part 2 to this at a later date, but we're going to do 5 from the house. And Heather, I don't know Heather's thoughts except for one. It's one
I'm looking forward to Heather. I'm looking forward to it. She
let me know. I went to go see her in the store, and the decant was about empty, if not empty. So I only know how she feels.
I'm looking forward to that story.
But I don't know how she feels about the other 4 that we are going to be discussing.
Well, we're going to find out.
Yes, we are. We're about to find out right now. So I know a lot of you are fans of the house. Please drop your questions, drop your comments. I'll try to get to them as frequently as I can. And but let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, we have 5 fragrances. We're going to throw it out there to Heather, and then me and Jared kind of come in on the back end and try to work our way through the conversation. So Heather, are you ready?
I don't know. You put a lot of pressure on me.
There's no pressure. You just being you.
I'm like, this is kind of fun, but I know that we should put this out there that everything that's being said tonight is subjective, and fragrances are subjective, and all of this is in good fun. Because I know I'm going to smoke on somebody's top 5. Somebody's going to be like, that chick's crazy. And
We
I'm
don't
going to
care.
be like, it's my opinion.
We don't care.
And then, yeah.
we really don't care. We're going to focus on what you think, and then we're going to go
All right.
through it. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a mine up just randomly. The first bottle that I have on my desk, and I'll show the bottles because I have them. I'm sure Jared has them on deck as well. The first one, Heather, we're going to talk about from the house of Zaharoff. We're going to get your thoughts on Signature Orum.
Orum. All right. Signature Orum. And I'm sorry, chat, if I'm looking down, but I do have homework notes.
Yes, you do.
Signature Orum was someplace over here. So this is on this card. I kind of sprayed it when I was prepping to get ready for the live stream. I give them a little dry down. So this is honeycomb. Like when I first smelled this, like the first time, I was like, oh my God, that's like a lifelike honey comb, like the wax honeycomb thing. And so I let the card dry down.
Okay.
A little bit of tobacco to me came out, and then I let Marcella and Morgan smell them.
Okay.
And Marcella's the one that was like, she says she gets a lot of Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille vibes. Okay. So then she went and got the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille and brought it over, and we were like, oh, well, now that you put that imagery in my head. So yeah, yes, there's kind of like, yes, but I don't want to be comparing like, oh, that's like this and that's like that. Like my first initial impression on this particular one, really good honey. Like, wow, like that raw honey.
Yes.
With that wax part of the honey. And I was like, this is yummy.
Honey. Animalic honey.
Animalic.
And I enjoy it. And even if it is similar to something, so what? I like it. And I kind of was like, I wrote down, I was like, the first thing, like when I first spray them, I just write the first thing, and I was like, Signature Orum, yes, honey, wow. That's what I wrote down. And then the girls were like, it's a warmer version of Tobacco Vanille, and I get it. I'm not going to write what Morgan wrote because she's crazy. And actually, you know, get the little spice in it, but I think it's lovely. And I thought my first impression of it was like, yeah, that's a good honey, scented, kind of with the tobacco and the spice underneath it.
So I'm gonna read the notes, and then I'm gonna ask you what your rating is of just off your first impressions of Orum. So main course for Zaharoff Signature Orum, you have sweet, gourmand, spicy, oriental, and woody. Top notes: honeycomb absolute. I think it's called Cilion, cinnamon, and clove. Heart notes: hazelnut, almond, coconut milk, and walnut. In the base, praline, amber, Brazilian tonka bean, and vanilla. So there is no tobacco note here, but I can get why you say that, Heather. With the clove and the spices, the tonka bean and the amber and stuff like that. That's why I was giving that off. So it's definitely a gourmand fragrance. It is my favorite gourmand in my collection. I'm not a gourmand guy, but honey is one of my aphrodisiac type notes. That if it's done right, like we're coming to play when we wear that fragrance for sure. All right. So Heather, what is your rating 1 through 10 just off your first experiences with Signature Orum?
1 through 10 is the scale. Okay. So because I do like it and I am a fan of this one, I'm going to go, this one is going to be like, I'm going to give it a 7.9 on the Richter scale. I forgot that Jared sent me these things too. I have the notes here, but I was trying not to like focus on that. So
well, that's good. It can twist your first impression.
Yeah, I kind of was like, I know they're there and they've been there, but I just was like, let me just see what they are, how I react. That's what the whole.
Well, let me ask.
That's what the whole science was.
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna let the bishop get in here. So, how wearable is it for you? Is it something specific? Is it situational? Is it something that you would just wear no matter what the occasion is? What's the wearable factor for you with it being a 7.9? It's a pretty good score for this fragrance.
Definitely, it's not something I would wear in summer. This would be definitely a fall, winter. I think a woman, especially women that like their niche style fragrances, can pull this off, no problem. Right. Wearability is gonna give it, like if we were gonna give it a different rating for wearability versus just scent profile.
Yeah.
So like the uniqueness is one rating. It's got some notes that I've smelled in other things before. Maybe I own something similar to it. That's one way to look at it. But as far as wearability gives it, actually, I would give it a higher score because I feel like, A, this would smell excellent on a man. There's no doubt about that because I do work with a lot of male clients.
Mm-hmm.
The other part of this is that it would smell just as equally as good as on a woman. And I think that would smell super sexy on a woman. So I could probably say, yeah, I would give it 8.2 just for the wearability alone, because I think this is actually a nice professional scent. If you are in a controlled environment, wear it, just wear it. You know, you got air conditioning, wear it. It's a great profile.
Sure. Bishop, what you got for Heather?
Ooh, so I was actually going to ask you, as far as the honey note itself, I noticed that you did enjoy that and you did pick up on it, right? So it's a little bit darker honey, and most people are used to some, I don't want to call it synthetic honeys, but it's the realistic nature of it. Did it come off not just super realistic, but I've had people describe it almost as if you can feel the warmth of the beehive itself.
Yes.
When you get close to it, it has that certain smell and
Yes.
feel to it. What do you think? Is it comforting like that, or is it just a little, just different nuance?
It smells like a particular type of, there's a honey that you can get at the health food stores. Yes, I do get it. It's like really out in the woods, but it kind of has this there's like a real medicinal kind of honey that you can get. I think you can get them at farmers markets. That's why I keep saying it smells like the honey that you can get, and sometimes it still has the wax in there, but you can get that a little bit.
Yep.
But it's kind of like there's a particular honey that you could get, and it's like almost, I keep thinking of the name and I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue. And it's
quite all right.
Manuka, maybe it's called Manuka honey, but it's like a particular honey. It's almost used for medical properties. Yes.
Yeah, Manuka. Yeah.
Is that the right way to say that? I don't even know how you say that word, but I keep thinking of that when I smell this.
That's my description of the honey that I've said in the review of this and several times. It reminds me, my mom growing up, we used to go to a farmer's market around the way. And they had a lot of organic produce and just a lot of just very raw food in this particular farmer's market. Now, I never forget, you will walk by and there was a particular stand of raw honey combs and honey in a particular jar. And, you know, the lady would have it putting it on crackers. She would be putting it on things and letting people try. And I would always get one. Me and my brother would always get one. And immediately when I smelled this on skin, for the first time, not on paper, like on paper, I didn't get the full effect. When I smelled this on skin for the first time, I said, whoa.
That's like
my mind went back to that farmer's market as a kid.
Yeah.
So for me, this is it has some great memories of my upbringing of being around that. But also, like I said, this is just one of those, to me, this is sex in a bottle. Like this is
sex on a platter.
This is sticky. This is intimate. Like, this is not a game. Like, to me, this ain't a game. If you're wearing this, you are trying to apply some pressure.
This is very
some pressure
very attractive,
in my opinion. So this is a very, very sexy fragrance, and that honey is legit. That honey,
yes, it is.
So we're changing the name to Tribe Called Quest Hot Sex on a Platter, and we'll give it and we'll give it an 8.2 on the Richter scale. Okay.
All right. So Heather gives it a 7.9 for Orum by Zaharoff. Great gourmand scent. This fragrance is available for samples as well if anybody's interested in getting their nose on it. Over at Zaharoff.com. And I will link Zaharoff. I will link Zaharoff down in the description of the stream when the stream is concluded. All right. So let's move on. Let's see if anybody had anything to say about Orum in the chat. I'm super behind, so I'm going to try to get to it. I'm sorry if I miss anybody. Let's see. Orum. Where we at? Where we at? Anybody has anything to say about Orum? Let's see. We got other people talking about. Well, I'll read the Zaharoff comments. King Alias says, in honor of the chat, Signature Rose is his sin of the night. I have like 10 Zaharoff decants that need to be put to work. Put them to work, man, and let us know what you think for sure. Notorious getting some love in the chat with the Bishop's scent of the day. Let's see. God, I have missed these live streams. Hello from Ireland. Oh, what's up, Murphy?
Oh, wow.
Glad that you're rocking with us tonight, Murphy, man. I'm glad that you are back with us. Hope all is well, my man, for sure.
Like the middle of the night there.
Hobby G says, Heather, you're kind of crazy, but in a good way.
But in a good way, yeah.
But in a good way. We're going to take it as an absolute compliment to my friend for sure. Cara in the house, Winnable EDT. Glad to have you with us tonight. I could smell it just seeing the bottle. You were a fan of this. My sister, when she was in town, she was a big fan of it as well. When she got her nose on it.
Almost that baklava like.
Yeah.
All right, Fragrance Attorney, which one are we on right now? We are on Orum, getting ready to head to probably the most popular fragrance that Zaharoff has seen at the point of its release as we're getting ready to go through. Damon House, loving this conversation. All right, let's go to the second fragrance. Thank you again for everybody watching tonight. We are 94 strong with the viewership right now. We definitely appreciate the support. How many thumbs up that we have? We got 81 thumbs up. If we can get we got 94 thumbs up after I refresh. So we have perfect engagement right now. So thank you guys for showing that support. All right, so let's go to the second one. Now, this one caused a major ruckus in Fragcom last summer. I think that I need the full effect. I think this was George's fastest sellout that he has had when this released last year. I mean, it was bananas. And got a shout out my tag team partner Ross from the FWO. He predicted it. He said this is going to fly, and it did. And it forced George to restock and bring in another batch. Jared, maybe you remember. I don't think George had any intentions of bringing it back after it had sold out, but he did. And next up, we're going to talk about the ever popular Coco Loco.
Coco Loco, baby.
Coco Loco.
That right there. All that cat game.
Coco Loco.
If you know, you know.
This was wild when it released last year. So Heather, look at you see Bishop with the purple cap on him. He has all the caps. I only have the green cap on mine. I wanted that baby blue
purple,
cap.
Yellow, blue. I wanted that baby blue cap.
I'm gonna get it. But Coco Loco, I just showed the bottle. Just look at the artistry on this bottle real quick. My camera.
Those fans.
Look at that. Look at the artistry of the bottle, man.
The carnival plate, down in Brazil.
Just really nice, man. Just really nice. So
all in the bottle, baby.
Heather, let's tap in. Coco Loco. I'm dying to hear your thoughts about this one. What are your thoughts on Coco Loco? Oh boy.
It's gonna be good chat tonight.
Let's go.
So Coco Loco, it's all one word, by the way. I learned that from Ross. You have to spell it one word. Coco Loco.
Coco Loco.
And I said when I first initially sprayed it, like sometimes I'll do this little cheat sheet book before I go to work, and then I wrote down not my favorite because the first thing I smelled was coconut, and I was like, okay. Basic bitch, I'm gonna put it down. Keep it moving, and I kept it moving, and I really didn't pay attention to it at all until I was getting ready. I was cleaning this room up, listening to Ross's live stream, cleaning this room up, and the card is dried down. I know that Morgan and Marcella smelled it because they wrote down. It says not a lot of cocoa. It's interesting. It's unique. They said there was no chocolate in it. I was supposed to be chocolate or what? I don't know. I didn't read the notes. It doesn't really matter. I paid no mind to this. Okay. All right. Smell good, family. I'm telling you what I did. I sprayed it on this card. I put it down. I never thought about it again because I was like, it's a coconut fragrance. Yada, yada, yada. So the jasmine, there's like a hella bunch of jasmine. and floral. And I was like, wait, is this the wrong card? Because I got it numbered with the name written at the bottom. And I was like, no, this can't be the right thing. And I was like, well, maybe I made a mistake and I got all my stuff messed up. And I was like, this is the same thing? And I was like, oh, Coco. Let me talk about some Coco Loco.
Okay.
The dry down is where it's at for me on this.
Okay.
And if this is the floral that you get after the coconut and the thing that I thought that dismissed it at first, like the first like dismissal was like, okay, beachy coconut. Okay, great. Yeah, wonderful. If this is the dry down with the jasmine coming out, because I wrote down jasmine. I think this is what I'm smelling.
It is.
That's a nice floral. And I am a huge fan of, if anybody knows it, you get the guys in the chats may not, but some of the women will. Gucci Bloom Intense is a jasmine bomb, and I'm talking like a good jasmine bomb. This is gorgeous. So yeah, I'm again. Here's the beauty of the fragrance thing of letting it kind of develop and let it, get the dry down, man. Because I slept on that for like 2-3 days. I've had these notes done since Jared sent me the my little care package here. And it wasn't until I smelled this card, the dry down, how nice that was. That was a nice surprise because I was like, yeah, we're gonna have a John Paul Elixir scandal again, 2.0. We're gonna have
So let's read the notes. Man. Let's read the notes of Coco Loco, and then we'll ask what Heather's.
Yeah, let me hear the notes, please.
Of the fragrance.
Now, have you had a chance to actually test it on skin yet?
And that's the thing. I was wearing a lot of these to work, and this one I didn't.
See,
there
it is.
You failed your homework, so that's an F.
See, and I was like, oh, it's coconut. I'm not going to enjoy this.
That's an F for that homework assignment because you didn't wear it on skin.
Yeah, that is a missed opportunity.
F-.
I was like, oh, don't really kind of like those peachy coconuts.
What's the worst, a F- or F+?
It doesn't matter. You failed.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. You failed.
Right, let's get to the notes of Zaharoff Coco Loco. Main accord: citrus, fruity, sweet, creamy, and fresh. Up top: red clementine, pineapple, Guatemala cardamom, and pear. Heart notes: bitter orange leaf, coconut, American white cedar, French star jasmine, and pimento leaf. In the base: benzoin, bourbon vanilla, Brazilian tonka bean, Southern American heliotrope, and white musk. All perfumed by Claude Deer. So those are your notes for Coco Loco. Now for me, before we get Heather's rating, out the chute. Now I am a fan of coconut. I do not like synthetic coconut though. I cannot do synthetic coconut, but this fleshy, realistic coconut vibe is killer. If you ever smell Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau EDT or the Parfum, it's that type of style of fleshy coconut that's in here. But the cardamom in here, which provides this nice, fresh, spicy blend to that fruity opening, is stellar to me. It is stellar to me. And then as you continue to dry down, and
fruity drink,
and I know some people get this it's compared to Virgin Island water from Creed. I get the comparison.
It can get that. There's not enough booze in it, but
yeah, I get the conversation.
But I get that vibe.
That's what I was about to say. It isn't rummy, boozy like Virgin Island water, but I get it. But in all honesty, I'm rocking this over Virgin Island water. That's me. That's me. Because this has more to offer. No, don't get me wrong. Virgin Island water is great. It's great. It is possibly 10 out of a 10 for a lot of people. But this here, I just think it offers just a little bit more. It kills in the heat. It kills on a summer evening. This stuff is fire. I cannot wait to wear this again. Coco Loco is like that for sure. Before we kick it to the Bishop, Heather, what is your rating for Coco Loco?
Because it was such a shocker. It really was. It wasn't high on my list at all. I really dismissed this completely.
That's fine. I appreciate your honest opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's like a solid 8.
Ooh.
Only because I've really got to like was like the floor the dry down was really shocking.
Okay.
So I really didn't expect the dry down to be that way. Now here's the Virgin Island water. So this one doesn't have the same floral thing. In fact, it's just completely not floral at all. But this, I would give this I think this would work really well, like as far as the versatility for someone that wants a really nice summer vibe, man or woman. Oh, yeah. And this definitely, you know, it gets. Like I said, I'm a little shocked that I was like, oh, okay. So, anyways, I might have to revisit that, chat.
I'm glad that it worked out that way.
We're gonna have to revisit that.
I'm glad.
It's a very, like I said, the floral component of that wins me over.
Okay, all right. Bishop, anything for Heather? Anything for Heather, Bishop?
I'll take it. The only thing that I want to know is if she got a chance to wear it on skin.
Right.
Yeah, that
she was supposed to. She was supposed to. She knows that.
Look at, I was supposed to, and it's still all. It's still all there.
Hey, I'll take it. As far as I'm concerned, I'll rank that as your bottom one because it didn't impress you right out the gate.
Off the gate, like out, like going, like the horses are out the gate. Yeah, that was a slow starter, but that don't mean you can't win the race.
No, that's true.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think we've all had, and I'm not saying this is going to be, you know, you and Coco Loco, but we've all had fragrances that we had to kind of go back and be like, hold up.
Yeah.
You know, hold on just a second. But it's going to be cool to see the journey of Coco Loco for you. And I'll definitely be keeping y'all up to date on Heather's journey of Coco Loco, because that seems like that one in particular is going to be one that kind of reveals over time the way Heather truly feels about it. So we'll keep it locked in. Brandon Hamilton is letting us know off the rip. He think Orum led to the conception of his son. My God. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much more personal you can get. Okay.
Yes, you can.
Brandon, appreciate your honesty, sir. Hey, and if George wakes up tomorrow morning and Orum is sold out, we're going to give you all the credit, sir.
Yeah,
Brandon. That man right there.
I'm gonna screenshot this and I'm gonna email it to George. I'm sure he'll get a kick out of it for sure. Okay, let's see. Texas, Alabama in the house. What's going on? Amwar's reflection for you today. That sir smells fantastic. Then that means you smell fantastic.
You definitely.
Sean says the honey smelling Orum is so real. It feels like it would be sticky on your skin. If it makes sense, even though no. It
does make
sense. Perfect sense, Sean. Perfect sense, Sean. My sister says great description. Yes, perfect sense for sure. All right, heading to Coco Loco. My sister says I need a bottle of Coco Loco. King Elias says Coco Loco ads had me ready to blind buy. I think it was a perfect rundown when they were releasing that fragrance for sure. True that says the hype is died down on Coco Loco. I mean, sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, but it's still a very popular fragrance, and George has had some banger releases to come out right after that for sure. Sean says he has to give Coco Loco another wearing.
Should have a disclaimer, Sean. Might have kids.
Like you some coconut.
Yeah, you might have kids.
And you might have kids.
My sister says she was talking about Morgan, and the other young lady said they probably were thinking it was actually Coco in it.
And I didn't, and because I didn't tell them anything. I said, "Here, smell these, but tell me your thoughts."
Right, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
We just collecting data.
Cara says, "Hold on, what's up, Scorp? What's up, man? What's going on with you, bro? Glad you're rocking with me tonight. Glad you're here with us. Still got 100 strong in the chat. Let's see. Cara, laugh out loud. I'm behind y'all, and Dedrick explaining how he feels about Orum is cracking me up. Oh yeah, I love the way he explained fragrances he likes. Yeah, we ain't playing. My sister says an F is an F. No plus, no minus. Got it. My brother Charles says Dedrick just flunked Miss Heather. F minus is the worst, by the way.
The worst, by the way.
When you want to apply some pressure. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh no, I used to add the plus to the F. That way my mama would know I
She got
almost got a
it.
D.
Almost got.
I
Almost.
bet you did, Charles. I bet you did,
Been there,
dog.
done that.
I bet you did, dog.
Mhm.
My guy Eric in the house. Eric, what's up with you, man? Coco Loco was okay. I sold mine. I enjoy every other Zaharoff, and I smell more. That's what's up.
There you go, folks.
Kyler, the opener of Coco Loco is better than Virgin Island water. I would have to agree, sir. My guy Maurice, Coco Loco, about to go on the cart. Chill, Maurice.
Oh my
Yeah.
His debit card's on fire.
Hell yeah. Boat by spirit. Yeah, Maurice, you can definitely wear it on the boat. You can definitely wear it on the boat.
I highly suggest wearing it on
Mhm.
the boat. Yeah.
All right. So I'm
Absolutely.
not skipping your comment, Eric. I'm gonna hold it because we're getting ready to get into my previous
three.
one overall.
Ride number 3.
Good Life 24 says Coco Loco is a great one. Proud to own it, but I still love Creed's version. It's great. I mean,
Yeah.
it's great. I love Virgin Island water too. And I'm talking about it's some small margin, the different vibe that I get between the two. But yeah, Good Life, I feel you on that, bro. All right, so let's get to the next one. Now, I'm kind of revamping my top 5 from Zaharoff. And for the longest, this next fragrance that we're talking about has been number 1. And it might have gotten pushed back to number 2. I don't know. We'll see, because I've been doing some wearings and, just enjoying my Zaharoff fragrances over the past few weeks. But this one here is the greatest rose fragrance that I have ever smelled. I know there's many to choose from, and people will differentiate with their opinions, and I totally get that. But for me, pound for pound, this is the best rose fragrance that I've ever put my nose on and that I have ever worn. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, we are talking about the stellar Signature Rosé. Signature Rosé. Here we are. There we are. Signature Rosé. Look at that.
Rosé.
Signature Rosé.
Rose fragrance for those that love ain't heat rose.
All right. Now, Miss Heather, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to be listening very carefully to what you have to say here, because
don't stab both of us now.
Our friendship,
don't do
our friendship could be on the line.
We like you over here.
It could be on the line.
Don't hurt us too bad.
Heather, what we got? I'm just joking, by the way. Heather, what you got? Signature Rosé, where we at?
Do this decant.
Empty. Okay. We got our first empty, folks.
Back it up a little bit.
Decant. This is the signature rosé that Jared sent me. There's nothing in it, people.
Talk to me.
There's nothing.
To me.
I sprayed this whole decant on me.
Talk to me.
So the opening got me. This is like addiction, like when you want to just keep smelling the opening over and over and over again. Yeah. This is like I need another hit. I gotta get that fresh hit. So
she probably got a bottle of this.
I laid into that. And I'm not normally a big rose forward person. I can't really count that many rose forward scents that I actually own. It has to be in it, blended nice. Signature Rose. I think I had it on one morning going to work.
Okay.
And the girl at the checkout was like, "You smell really nice, ma'am." And I was like, "You can smell that from across the conveyor belt."
Yes, you can.
This opens up really, really nice on me. I don't know if there's something green about this, or if this has got basil or like one of those green accords. I'm trying not to, I didn't want to influence by reading the card, but this I love. I love this one. This one was good, and it was hot too. So the thing about wearing a fragrance in the right temperature. So I always say location. Yes. When you're wearing your fragrances. I preach that all the time to my customers. This opened up really nice because I think it was like one of those Jacksonville hot mornings, and you could just smell it. I smell it in the car when I was going to work. Everywhere. It was coming off of me. I was like going through Dillard's, and I was like, I just feel like a star. It was amazing. I know. I was just like,
talk to them.
This was, this is bottle worthy. And I don't say that often. You know, I don't
First
say that
time,
often because
first
you know
bottle
I'm not.
worthy mention tonight.
This is bottle worthy right here. And that's coming on the heels of
Crazy.
Coco Loco, who I threw some shade at.
Keep in mind,
Like,
folks,
I didn't even
don't
do it.
like
I didn't
Rose
even
like
do a
that.
weird test. Says, hi, my name is, it should be Slim Shady. I'm like seriously throwing shade at these fragrances. But this right here is bottle worthy. Seriously, this is bottle worthy. I don't know what magic is in this, but this has got my heart. This opens up green. I put nice green basil in the opening. I don't know if there's greenness. It says robes, deep, earthy. I got compliments. I wrote that down.
Incredible.
Yeah, this was a hit right here. I don't know. Like I said, it's only like I saved enough for the live stream, and I was like, "There's just enough to spray."
Incredible. And Bishop, just to let you know, that's not the decant that was empty. I didn't know that was empty. So I know you.
Well,
I know you.
A couple of them.
I know you were probably thinking that, Bishop, but that's not the decant
exactly.
that I saw.
That's not the one.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
That's
but
not
this.
the one. So this isn't the special story. Oh
no,
man.
no. This isn't it. I just want to clear it up specifically for you. So let's get to the notes. Let's get to the notes.
Yeah, let me find out the notes on this thing.
And we'll get Heather's rating here, and we'll get some conversation from the Bishop. Main accords: floral, smoky, green, oriental, and spicy. Top notes: Bulgarian rose alto, Turkish rose. Heart notes: more Bulgarian rose, Chinese peony, French jasmine, and Indian amber. In the base: Ethiopian frankincense, Australian sandalwood, bourbon vanilla, Chinese oud, Ethiopian myrrh, and sugarcane. Wrap up your note breakdown of signature rosé. Let me talk to you real quick, and I'm gonna shoot the ball to Bishop, and then we're gonna get Heather's rating. This is nuts. This is nuts. So all my fellas out there who are a little worrisome about rose and about a floral, knock it off. This is a smoky rose. You get a nice sugar cane feel to this that kind of assists the myrrh to give it a warmth feel to it, but you can wear it any time of year. This is sexy. This is seductive. There's a lot going on, and you do not need a lot of sprays of this. No. You do not need a lot of sprays. Like what Heather was explaining, this stuff pushes.
Yeah, it just comes.
This stuff pushes.
Yes.
And I felt like I was
pushes.
I was like, it's a trail of it around me.
The very first time I wore this was to a wedding. I got the bottle in that week, and one of my good friends was getting married, and me and my wife and my mother-in-law, we went to the wedding. And the first compliment I got was from my mother-in-law. And my wife complimented me. But when we got in there during the reception, people was just asking me, what was I wearing? And then I was standing up against the wall waiting for my wife to come out of the restroom. And the dude walked up to me. He said, "Bro, what is that?" Like I don't know. He could smell me.
Get the conversation going, folks.
He had a confused look on his face. And he was like, "Bro, what is that?" And I said, "What is what?" And he said, "No, what you wearing? My bad. What you wearing?" I told him what it was. And he's like, "I never heard of that." He said, "I'm gonna have to look that up." He kind of walked off, but compliment getter, very attractive, unisex for sure. This stuff is fire. It's fire.
Absolutely
fire. It's fire. Bishop, what are your thoughts on rosé, or any questions for Heather before we get her rating?
Now, this is something I've asked you this before, D. I've asked you this before. And I was actually wondering if she ended up picking up on this nuance. If she didn't, completely fine. So I only managed to get this nuance out of rosé in the heat of summer. Only in the heat of summer. During the dry down, I have experienced an almost near chocolatey nature. It's not super heavy, but there's nuances in there. But it only comes in during the heat. Miss Heather, I know y'all got that scorching hot.
You got that Florida heat?
That
Florida smack you out your sleep heat.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
No, but I guess
for the dry down, have you experienced the chocolatey nuance? Or
no,
is it something else that you pick up?
No, it pulled really floral, and I got the peony, which it's almost not sweet, because I do sell a lot of designer stuff, and that's a real popular note in women's fragrance. But the peony in here is very realistic. It's almost like has a green quality to it. It's a sweet floral. The flower is very pretty, the bloom. But the most that I get was a lot of the florals pushed off. If there is a chocolate quality, I'm wondering if it was from the oud or anything from the woodiness.
I was about to say
oud.
It is due to the oudy nature in there. Yeah. Yep.
Because this is this is something I'm like.
As the decant said it all to me.
Look at Marisa. Marisa won't be the only one burning up his debit card tonight.
Maurice might be buying a bottle right now. He might be buying a bottle right now.
I'm eating ramen noodles for a while, trying to get some Zaharoffs.
Miss Heather, what is your rating? What is your rating for Signature Rosé?
Out of the 10, it's definitely an 8.5. Though beautiful. This is well constructed.
Yes.
It's like you said, I feel like I say this every time we're together and we're on these live streams. Men, if you like fragrances like you say you do, and I know half of you guys out there have 1 million parfum, which is all two bros in the middle. I know you like your florals. So do not be afraid of this. This is elegant, sexy. This is a compliment magnet.
Yes.
And it's perfect for this is for where me and Dedrick are right now. Yes, you want to be in this now, especially today where it was like, I don't even know how hot it was today. It was so hot. I had to come in.
It was hot.
I had to abandon my mission.
It was hot for sure. So a solid 8.5 for Miss Heather.
I like it.
Yeah.
Signature Rosé is a treat.
I like it.
Now it's not going to be for everyone. I'll just be the first to say. Zaharoff has samples, people. If you're not sure, you can get the sample. He has the samples available.
Website.
Yeah, $7 for a sample of anything Zaharoff right now. So
and these samples are worthy of the 7. You could get the same sample off of I'll say Lucky, but you might be paying 12, and then they don't even have the spray. You gotta have that stupid little DAP stick in it. And
George just upgraded his sprayer on the decants as well. So that was a beautiful touch from George.
So this is quality.
Absolutely. So Signature Rosé, it's top 3. I'm all over the place. If it's still number 1, I have some other things that I really am enjoying, but we'll talk about that later on. So we get to the chat real quick. We're an hour in. We're going to be hanging out for another. We got 2 more fragrances to discuss.
2 more to go.
We're still going to be hanging out. We thank y'all for rocking with us tonight. We have 98 strong in the chat. We've been holding a strong crowd, 113 thumbs up. We appreciate everybody taking the time to rock out with us tonight as we get basically a stranger off the road discussing Zaharoff. Because Heather's not involved with this. She's not involved with the talk of Zaharoff. She's not involved with the community back and forth conversation. She's not involved. This is someone who's genuinely like
non-biased opinion, folks.
She's genuinely like, okay, basically
opinion.
She's like, okay, I'll try it. Like that's basically that's what it was. So this is what we're getting tonight. So Brandon, let's go to the chat. Virgin Island water was way ethereal to me. Okay, Coco Loco has much more density. I agree with that. I agree with that. Rick, what's up with you, man? Enjoy the stream. Great fragrances throughout the house. Absolutely. Rick, appreciate you for coming through, my man.
To you, sir.
Signature Rosé, my sister, she loves it. She smelled it and I passed out in the recliner for sure. Call Remind Me Life. Oh, she's asking somebody about their top 3 scents. Never see anything Zaharoff in here. Magic, I believe. Magic, 1976. The way you all just reacted, I might need to blind buy it.
Don't blind buy.
You can't look. You can if you want. It's your money. We're not financial advisors, but he has samples, my man. He has samples for sure. Let's see. Cara, Coco Loco is my favorite out of what I've tried from Zaharoff, and Signature Rosé is amazing too. To be honest, I wish they last longer, but they are amazing, very unique scents. Okay, it could be a skin chemistry thing. Off my skin, I get hours of performance from Signature Rosé. I'm talking about like 10 plus hours of Signature Rosé on my skin. So skin chemistry thing could be real, but I'm glad you're enjoying the fragrances for sure. Let's see. Rose is in the cart right now. Y'all hyping it up real good. Okay, my brother Charles. And this is not hype, not hype. This is just how we feel. Our personal experiences. And if it turns into hype, oh well, so be it. All right. So my wife, she's a huge fan of Bulgarian Rose, and my sister, they both love Bulgarian Rose, and she's a fan of it as well. Let's see anything on. Kyler says Zaharoff Signature Rose is freaking amazing. I agree. Dan and the man can't wait for the 4-ounce rose to come out. Same here. So for those who don't know what Dan and the man is discussing, very soon George is going to be upscaling the 60 ml bottles to full 4-ounce bottles. So this is a 4-ounce bottle in Orum, and you can see the difference in my hand. 4-ounce, and 60 ml. So George has been rocking with the 60 mLs for quite some time, but then I want to say, well, from the Z creators, that was the first 4 ounces, Jared.
Yep, those are kind of like the test run for the 120s.
So Z creators 2, Justin's, Ross's, and Andrea's fragrances, they were the first 4-ounce run. So George is going to be upgrading Citrine, Coco Loco, Signature Rose. He's going to be upgrading those to full 4-ounce.
Look out, folks. They're coming.
Very soon. So thank you, Dan, for putting that out there for sure. Smooth Operator says Rose is fire. Yes, it is. Richie Cleese, I'm going to order the 10 ml of Signature Rose and Coco Loco. Both of them notes sound fire. Great stuff. Let us know what you think about them, Richie, for sure. You must have hated the groom, Frankie B. Hated the groom. You must have no. I didn't. I get you when I wore Signature Rose. No. I didn't hate him at all.
I immediately knew what he was talking about. Yeah,
a lot of love for him. But hey, it is what it is. If I'm coming to your event, I can love you. I can love you all I want. But when I'm coming there, I'm gonna be a problem. We gotta
get us some home training in here, y'all.
If I'm coming to your event, it's gonna be a problem for sure. Okay. Let's see. Anything else about Zaharoff? I see other comments of other fragrances. I'll get back to them, but we're at the bottom of the chat. Okay. All right. So let's move on to fragrance number 4. And man, this is his recent release. Before the signet, what is it? Saphirum Blue. That is on the way. That is on the way. Pre-orders already for that right now. Use Ross's code TLTG10. Use his code and you can get 10% off on the pre-sale. It'll be the cheapest it ever will be right now. If you're interested in that fragrance, it's the cheapest it will ever be. He has it in 60 ml and 4-ounce bottles. Use Ross's code TLTG10 to get 10% off of it. All right. But before we got to the blue wave, because the hype on that is crazy right now. We had this,
I saw some of that.
We had this beautiful floral masterpiece, in my opinion. Up next, we're going to be discussing from the house of Zaharoff. We have the beautiful, beautiful Signature Bloom. Bloom. This stuff is incredible.
Now this one.
The first white floral-based fragrance from the house. Incredible. Heather, what are your thoughts on this? What are we talking about with Signature Bloom?
I got like a whole paragraph
written
on that one. Okay,
here we go.
Couple of things.
Story time, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Couple of things. This is gonna go back to Kara, who just made the thing about like she doesn't think they last very long. I think she's going a little nose blind to the sense, because out of everything, Jared, out of everything that I've tried, these things have stellar performance. And I have super dry skin. I do know people with drier skin, sometimes they absorb faster, but I found the wear on the things that I've sampled have had stellar performance, have stellar sillage. So maybe perhaps she's going a little nose blind. We'll put a pin in that. We'll talk about those things at another time. I know Dedrick and I have talked about this.
Yes.
But that piece done. Okay, let's talk about Zaharoff Signature Bloom. And I got a really nice decant from Jared because I'm special and he likes me more than you. And so I chose this one to be the very first one out of the whole setup to try because I think I knew it was a white floral, and I was like, because I'm always on this quest.
We had a conversation about white florals,
and I'm always so. Dedrick knows this, but Jared, you probably don't know this. I'm always on the search for the perfect tuberose. My life mission is to find that tuberose scent that just rocks my world. That it's going to be like, take the card, swipe it. I don't care. I want this quest. This is a lifelong journey. I go in and out of different ones. I had a love affair with Hyam Green, Moon Bloom. I thought that was the holy grail. I've thought many times. There's a couple other ones in the past. A Bulgari one that's no longer around. Was like Tuberose Noir. It's gone. So many things. There's so many things to say. So I wrote down, I said, Signature Bloom opens up with a green tuberose, white floral, that sharp green, creamy, but it has like a bunch of ripe flowers. I can't read my own handwriting sometimes, but it says there is texture to this, viscosity. There's actual viscous nature in this fragrance. That's why I think our Smell Good family out there, that's how I know that this fragrance is well constructed, because when you spray this, there is a viscous nature in this. That's a testament to the quality and to the types of, like, maybe the oil and the ratio, that the performance is A++. Do not think that this doesn't last. It does. Check yourselves.
Yes, it does.
Check out how you are applying. But this one, oh my goodness. Goodness. I got compliments on this one.
You got compliments?
I got compliments on this. People were like, oh, like when I go into the store in the morning, we're all getting ready for our day. Like 2 or 3 like employees, my fellow associates, were like, you smell really great. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
That's me. Like, I'm just so feeling myself with this.
Good.
I enjoy this, and I know that Jared knows this. I know Dedrick knows this, but I am the Creed counter manager in my store. Like, I'm the lead for the Creed lineup.
Right.
And this is better than, I hate to say, the Love and White.
No, you don't hate to say it. Go on and tell that truth.
And I'm just like,
tell that truth.
This right here. Oh God, this was good. I'm saying this is a lifelong
bomb right there, Miss Heather.
Tuberose. Tears of joy. Yeah, this is beautiful. It said I lasted, and there's another thing. I wrote this down when I came back to revisit this wearing. It lasted my whole shift. Ooh. Public opinion was very, very, very popular. So that means the compliment factors there, the sillage factors there, the wear time factors there. Not to mention that it was such a beautiful construction.
Oh my goodness!
White florals don't
boxes. All right.
Well said. Well said.
White florals don't always come out that well. They can give you the scary old Mima grandma vibes, the Estee Lauder.
Very true.
Dare I say, the youth do stuffs of the world, but
okay,
this is a beautiful tuberose, and definitely is like a wow factor when I first sprayed it. So
I'm gonna blow your mind with the notes.
Okay, let's go.
With the notes. You ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Vein Accord, floral, fresh, sweet, resinous, and creamy. Jared, I'm about to blow a mind, Jared. Top notes. Coconut.
Listen real close.
Coconut.
I don't get no coconut.
Coconut. Gardenia.
Gardenia.
Jasmine. In the heart. Amber. Egyptian jasmine. Jasmine sambac. Orange blossom and red peony. In the base. Bourbon vanilla. Frankincense. Jasmine. Myrrh. Oud. Sandalwood. Sugarcane. And Ylang-a-Lang. Perfume by Claude Deer.
Yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful one. I think that I don't care what the popular opinions are out there about the Zaharoff brand, because I really don't care. And I haven't really paid attention to all of that chatter out there, but this is stellar. If you put this where I am in the Creed lineup, and Tom Ford's across the street from me, and I got Perfumes of Marley behind me. I have the La Gem from Bulgari behind me. I've got Thomas Cosmala and Inicio all in the run-up where I'm at. You put this right there, yeah, this is a $450 bottle to me any day. And this is an absolute stellar fragrance. And
give me your rating right now. Give me your rating right now.
Yeah, this is a 9.2 to me. This is 9.2.
Highest rated thus far.
And this would be something I would really like to have in my collection, because I like those, like I said, you know, like you said, like how Jared's like, you're a jasmine lover. The tuberose, the perfect tuberose, the perfect jasmines, I'm constantly chasing. Gentlemen, let me speak to you for a minute. Smell Good Family, Fragrance World Order.
Talk to him, Miss Heather. Talk to him.
On your skin. Do not blind buy everything tonight.
Do not get a sample.
But do get a sample.
$7 available on Zaharoff.
Try this out. Just get it on. Wear it out. Go to a bar or a restaurant. Do something outside of the house. In fact, you know what? Wear custom in the house. Half of my wear tests are done like no lie. Half of my wear tests are done in this house while I'm cooking, cleaning, or gardening.
So good.
Some of them I get the pleasure of going to work and trying them out, but you know, that can get confusing with all the other stuff that I sell. But a real good wear test starts in my own home. And I think this on a man and dressed nice and maybe put together nice. This would be a wonderful conversation piece. Excuse me, sir, what are you wearing? What's your name?
Heather is very smitten by Signature Bloom.
That's beautiful.
Jared, anything for Heather on Bloom?
To that very notion that she just brought up. Gentlemen, in the chat, I will speak to my own personal wearing experiences from it.
Yes.
It is a resinous white floral.
Yes.
Right? Now, yes, I absolutely love some white florals. Y'all know this, right?
Yes.
But this, it comes off like a creamy, vanillic, resinous white floral. That's the way I would describe it. And it's a thick cloud around you. Thick cloud. If you overspray this, I can see this pushing and doing some damage, right?
No doubt. No doubt.
Right now, spring transitioning into that summertime wear, very, very great time for this particular fragrance, in my opinion. In my opinion. Wear this slightly elevated dress. And as a gentleman, I promise you, you will gather plenty of attention with this. And I say that specifically as a gentleman, I'm almost willing to guarantee you will get a lot of attention for this particular type of white floral.
Signature Bloom is stellar. Matter of fact, the first time Heather smelled it was when I wore it when I went to go see her. When I was actually delivering her package to her, that was my scent of the day. I was wearing Signature Bloom, and it was a very nice day out. And my wife complimented me several times coming out of the house. Even when I left the house, she decided to text me that it was smelling fantastic. And then I got a compliment when I was going out of Dillard's after coming to drop off Heather's package. Somebody wanted to know what I was wearing. It's a unique scent profile for a masculine man to wear. And this is why I say that. If you are looking for something to really just kind of flip the script, you know, when you think masculine, I love masculine fragrances. All right. Your ouds, your leathers, all the spices, blah, blah, blah. Love them. But I'm a situational fragrance wearer as well. And if you can tap into some florals like roses and all the many white florals that are out there, this is something that can be very, very challenging, but it can also be something that could really challenge just your senses. It could challenge the scene that you're in. I challenge all my fellas, the next time that you go on the date night and you have a sample of this, or you dare buy a bottle of this, you put this on, I'll be very, very interested to see what kind of conversations are started by this scent profile. Because I'm telling you, fellas, ladies love to smell florals off of men.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sends a certain message. It breeds curiosity.
Fresh, generally.
It breeds a lot of different things, fellas. I'm going to say that because we're going to have a more in-depth conversation about men and florals at a later date. But Signature Bloom, Get a sample of this. I do not recommend blind buy this. I do not.
No.
Do not blind buy this. This is a very challenging set for the everyday man.
Jasmine.
So, great stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of jasmine.
Sure.
Gotta like jasmine.
Lots
gotta
of
like
jasmine.
jasmine. Keep it in the book.
It almost
gotta
comes
like
up animalic-like, almost an animalic jasmine. Aggressive.
Yeah.
It's an aggressive jasmine. And that sandalwood and coconut creaminess, just it's great.
I'm very, very glad to know you enjoyed this a lot, Miss Heather.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to your reaction to this one the most, if I'm being quite honest.
I knew she would.
Yeah.
All right, let's start through in the chat here.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
How does it compare to Les Sabos Rose? I think the Zaharoff is better. I've smelled the Louis Vuitton. I think my wife even has a bottle of it. It smells good, but to me, it just doesn't hold a candle to Zaharoff Signature Rosé. That's just my opinion. It just doesn't. Okay. Let's see. William says, "Oh, Dan at the man gave Bloom with some heart eyes." William says, "I have 4 samples coming from Zaharoff: Rosé, Coco Loco, Tobacco, and Royale X." Okay. Dan at the man, my wife wore Bloom today. It smells so good. Yes, it does. I could be going nose blind. You are right. You could be, Carl. You could be. Dan at the man, I'm going on 8 hours with Coco Loco and still getting whiffs from skin chemistry is real.
Believe it.
Skin chemistry is real. Okay. Let's see. Any questions? What's the code to get 10% off Zaharoff? TLTG10. TLTG. Isn't that it? Jared, TLTG10?
I believe so.
TLTG10.
To check on that, go to his go to the latest live stream where he unveiled it and it had it pinned. Or maybe we can just drop it in the video link after.
Kyler, if you have the link, Kyler, if you have the link real quick for Ross's code for Zaharoff, can you drop it in the chat for us, please? Because I know Kyler, I know he's still watching. Let's see. Trying to see if anything else. Let's see. Carr says, I think George makes really stellar, very unique fragrances. There's nothing like them. I do love how they smell. I don't understand the hate. They smell really good. Yeah, they do. And that's all that matters, Carl. They smell really, really, really good. Here it is. My bad. I see Kyler posted it at
got it.
Shout out to you, Wolf.
Okay. My read someone. Okay, I won't blind buy.
Yeah, me and you.
I assume Miss Heather has tried Frederick Mall's,
one of the most cerebral gentlemen in the game.
Yeah.
But I would definitely recommend Matiere Premier French Flower as well. Those are 2 of the best tuberose scents I've personally tried. Have you smelled those, Heather?
The Cardinal Flower, yes, and it actually is good. It's a little bit more. It's been a while. It's been a while since I had that decant. The Cardinal Flower was very good, and I don't think it was something that I was like, oh, let me get a bottle of that French Flower. I'm writing this down. Hang on, sir.
Hold on one second. So chat, I got some hate in the chat. I need my moderators to be on top of this, please. I'm getting rid of the guy right now. His personal opinion about Ross is not important here. So I'm getting rid of it. So moderators, I need your guys' help. When you see it, get this guy out of here. All right. I just took care of it. I got him out of here. So if y'all see it, I need y'all to get rid of him. All right. So I got rid of him. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead, Heather.
The Premier one, no, I don't know, but the thing about the white florals, and I really like, Sir Silage. The problem is that people really need to get them on, because sometimes floral notes can pull a little differently. And I have this thing where I always pull a little spicy. Some of the girls I work with, we can wear the same thing. Yep. And all 3 of us will have a different experience. So you got to get them on skin a little bit, because they can go a little indolic, or like a little bit too overly ripe, especially if it's too much lang-ylang in it. And lang-ylang, generally, I'm not morally opposed to it, but sometimes it can get that little acidic-y. Some people say it smells like cat pee. Sometimes people say, it smells like this, this, and this. So that's what I'm saying. With the Frederick Mall, I don't think it was one that I was like, oh yeah, let me run and get that, because I feel like it pulled a little funny on me. But this is the whole process, is, like trying these out with samples and seeing how they work for your own chemistry, your own pH balance, because and also, you might, just because you like this scent profile, there might be something in it that I'm not attracted to.
Right.
Like, for example, let's go back. Let's rewind the class.
Coco,
Loco. And, again, this is a whole learning experience. So I've learned better. So I do better now, to try to get them on and try not to, just sometimes and also sometimes the first few notes are not the fragrance itself. It's 15-20 minutes in. It might even be a half an hour in, and you're like, wow, this is what I experienced a lot at the time of the Creed counters.
Okay.
Why am I keep bringing this up is because that's how I have a lot of experience with it. You can spray somebody something straight off one of these blotter cards, woo, and it hits their nostrils, it hits their nose, it assaults their senses.
Yep.
You actually got to get a little aeration, kind of like in wine. And let the fragrance come to the person and let them experience it and let the notes hit them in a different way. Because sometimes it just doesn't, it doesn't translate the same way. And Jared and I could probably wear the same thing and it's not going to smell the same thing. And he's going to have a different experience. I'm going to have a different experience. Dedrick's going to be, and he's like, what? You two are insane. This is the best thing I've ever smelled. And we're all like, well, no, I got this here. I got this here. So everybody has to come to their conclusions on their own a little bit.
Sure.
Going back to what were we talking about? Bloom, the French flower. I will be looking that up and trying to get a sample of that though, because I am intrigued with that.
All right. So shout out, sir. I got to get his name absolutely all the way correct. I don't want to stumble. Sir,
yes.
Yeah.
A fantastic scholar and a gentleman in the fragrance community. All right, so appreciate y'all moderators. I seen where y'all handle business there. I appreciate y'all. I mean, y'all still letting it be known how y'all giving it up to any hate in this channel. Because y'all see at the bottom of my name, right? Positive energy, positive vibes. Heather's letting check your negativity at the door. All right. So that's what we're doing. All right, so we got one more fragrance to discuss. We thank y'all, man. We still got 87 people watching us tonight.
We got an hour. See what you're talking about over there.
We're an hour and a half in. We're going to rock out for like another 20 minutes or so. And I was prepared for this stream to go probably at least 2 hours. So here we are. All right, let's get it. Next
one of these, I know it.
This particular fragrance here is it's a gangster. It is one of the gangsters of the house from Zaharoff. One of my personal favorites, definitely in the top 5. This is fantastic, and Heather surprised me with her being in aggressive mode with experience in this fragrance when I saw her last. Up next, we're talking about from the house of Zaharoff. We're going Signature Royale X. Signature Royale X is what we are discussing. Here is the bottle. Do not get it confused with Triple X. Look at Jared's dent. He got a massive dent. I got a little small dent in mine. So we are now approaching the masculine phases of the house, and Signature Royale is indeed that. I had a feeling that this would be Heather's speed because of the composition of this fragrance, but we're going to let Heather tell where she's at. Heather, talk to me. What are your thoughts on Signature Royale X?
It's just so good. I
can see it.
It's just so good. Just as good. Okay, Maurice, you can blind buy this one. Do it now. Get the card, put in the CVV, just hit it. Just go get the shipping, whatever, put in the extra samples, get it in the cart. Yes, this is the yes. Yeah, this is okay. Really, really, really bad advice for Smell Good family. This is blind bottle whirly. Just go ahead, burn the debit card right now. do it, everybody.
You
This
love
is
this one.
amazing. I love this. Yeah,
Yeah.
when he came in, like there's hardly
Look at
anything
that.
left in here.
Yeah.
Drained.
She drained that one. That's the one I was
I
talking
love
about.
this. I don't care if it's for a man or not. I'm wearing the hell out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this smells so
We're gonna
good.
get into that part. We're gonna get into that part.
I don't care who it was made for. I love that. This was made for me. This was like, ooh, let me go to work. I could care less if someone noticed it or not. I was so happy. I was in my own zone. When I wear fragrances, yes, I do wear them to see how they are, but this one, I didn't care. I wore this for myself because I was enjoying Royal X really is just, it was like, I said it's masculino. Yeah, it is. It's got that nice, well-dressed man, clean scent, and I was enjoying every bit of that. It really was the one that stood out. I do like the Royal. Don't get me wrong. The Royal is like a little drier, a little bit like a drier, woody kind of scent, put together really well. I don't think a woman should shy away from the Royal or the Royal X.
Okay.
It depends on what their tastes are, anyways.
Okay.
But man, this was good, Jared. This was a good one.
Ooh, yes. Oh.
So when
we gonna get into this.
So when I approached Heather, when I went to see her last, I was walking up to her and she had the decant just waving it as I was walking up to her. So I didn't know which one. I didn't know which one it was, and I'm getting closer. But I knew she would like Royale X, but I didn't think that was going to be the one. I thought that would probably be Bloom, and then end up being Royale X. So I knew she would be a fan, and I know Jared wanted to touch on one thing that Heather said. We're going to touch on that in just a second, but I do want to read the notes to signature Royale X. So main accords: woody, fresh, fougere, animal, and floral are the main accords. Animalic and floral. Top notes: bergamot, citrus notes, lavender, and guatemala cardamom. In the heart: cedar leaf, pimento, and Himalayan juniper berries. Okay. In the base: musk, Chinese oud, Indonesian patchouli, Australian sandalwood, benzoin, cistus, and vetiver. That is what you get from the notes of signature Royale X.
But it's so good. Everything's in it
so
that we like.
I've known Heather now for 2 years. Maybe even a little over 2 years from now.
Maybe longer, yeah.
Yeah, it might be longer. Because I didn't even have my YouTube. Either I just started my YouTube. No, it's been longer than 2 years. It's almost 3 years.
You used to just do the video blogs.
But no, I think I had just started the channel when I met you. So the channel will be turning 3 years old in July. So me and Heather are closing in on 3 years here.
Yeah.
So when I first met her, one of the things that stood out the most when we were talking fragrances is I said, wow, this woman loves leather and ouds and spices. I
was surprised when he told me that.
She never started having the conversations of, florals. And I was very, very intrigued by that. And then the more and more, we started talking and talking fragrance and things like that. It's apparent without a shadow of a doubt that these spices and these leathers and these ouds, it's her thing. It's just her thing. And that's what she would normally wear outside of just, the fresh and clean thing. So I immediately picked up on that. So I wasn't surprised at all that signature Royale X was going to be her speed. Now let's touch on that very thing that she said, that I don't care if this was intended for a man. I still love this stuff. I'm still wearing this stuff. So yeah, I am so in agreement with that, because I think it is very attractive for a woman to explore all sides of fragrance. Just like men should try out florals, ladies, leathers
Yeah.
and ouds and spices and greens, it's the same deal.
Mhm.
And it's an
Right.
attraction
It's
there.
all
That
part
means
developing that palate.
yes, and
Yeah.
that means the confidence level is high. That means there's no intimidation factor when it comes to your scent of choice, just like the clothes that you wear. Like it's all a vivid description of your personality from your clothes to the fragrance that you are wearing. So, and it says a lot about you. My sister Shoshana, and I'm going to pull up her comment here because she's another one who enjoys the leathers and spices. Here she is. That's how I feel, Miss Heather. She loves
Yep.
ouds. She loves oud. Oud for Greatness is one of her favorite fragrances, like Heather. Like
Yeah.
she's into leather, she's into oud, she's into spices. Like she rocks with those types of scents. So it's something attractive about that for a woman to have the confidence to want to pull, you know, that off instead of your traditional sweet and fruity and floral.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, those smell great. Those smell great coming off a lady. But if you want to kind of ramp it up a bit,
Yes.
I think ladies out there should definitely take that into consideration. Bishop, what do you have to add on that? Because I know that's something that you feel passionate about.
I've got a lot.
We got a lot to
I
talk
got
about.
a lot to add on to this. Right. So to start things off, it was because
What's up, Josh?
of Miss Heather's reaction to Notorious.
Notorious.
Your reaction to this let me know.
Reggie.
She likes
That's
a
a good
party.
scent.
She likes a party.
That's a good
Now,
scent, the Notorious. Yes.
The Zaharoff Royale X, right? So keep in mind, guys, that there are usually two sides to this whole fragrance thing, right? So there's the advertisement side, and then there's the actual fragrance artistry side. What Dedrick and Miss Heather are talking about is going to the actual fragrance artistry. Now, the advertisement is telling you that it's more masculine based, right? But keep in mind, the breakdown is that it's fruity,
Yes.
aromatic, fougere like, musky woods. Now, this, if you guys are familiar with that Dior Homme 2020, that lemonade super refreshing lemonade drink like fragrance, this is very, very, very juicy, bright, fresh fragrance like that, right? But the magic is in that chemistry. You've heard the two of them talk about this before. It's the musk, that animalic note that he's describing. That's all skin chemistry, literally skin chemistry. How it blends down on a man's skin versus how it blends down on a woman's skin. That's really the basis of it.
Right.
This is the ease of everyday use.
Yep.
It's, I would say, to me, very inoffensive. You could easily wear this with all kinds of different things.
Right.
Dress it up, dress it down.
Yeah.
It's fresh and clean, but it's experimenting on that darker side. Little suggested by the X, which brings me, Miss Heather,
Oh.
to that party nature of yours, right? Now that I know that you love this, there is another one that you absolutely got to test and try. And it's the same exact DNA, tweaked just a little bit. But I am very, very, very glad that you love this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
glad you love this.
Decant didn't lie.
I've compared this, and Jared kind of mentioned it, several videos. Dior Homme 2020, the EDT. The EDT of Dior Homme 2020. That fresh, that clean, musky, woodsy, semi-citrusy, just clean everyday fragrance. I have a bottle of it. If there was any such thing as a niche take on that DNA, this would be it. The juniper, the pimento spice, the leather, the oud, everything around it just it's amplified. If you love Dior Homme 2020 EDT, if you love that fragrance, because I do, I love it. I love Dior Homme 2021 Sport as well. If you love that DNA, then you will appreciate this. I'm still going to say sample it, but you're going to appreciate it. Heather and Jared hit it right on the head. Fresh, clean. You get some very mature vibes from this fragrance. Everyday wear. This is one of my go-tos for the office in 2024.
Yep.
I've probably worn this the most to the office out of all of my office fragrances in 2024.
Yeah.
And it's just good. It's just confidence in a bottle. It's class in a bottle.
Absolutely.
Somebody smell this off you. They're gonna assume that you got your life together. They're gonna assume that you got your life together. I'm serious. They're gonna assume that you're doing pretty good. They're gonna probably assume you're good with money. They're probably good. They're probably gonna assume that you probably are as healthy as health can be when it comes to this, because sometimes scents kind of give off an assumption, right? You can get an assumption of how somebody dresses and how they smell. That doesn't necessarily means that it's true, but it can give a great assumption. And this is just one of those. So all my fellas out there and my ladies, if you are looking for something clean, if you're looking for something that's a little bit unique, and you're looking for something that has a little bit of a dark side to it, this has you covered. Now, if you want a darker side, we can get into that at a later date, because that's called Triple X. And we can talk about that. We can talk about that version of this DNA at a later date, because I'm very curious to know what Heather is going to think about Triple X, which is a much more interesting vibe. But yeah, so that's what we got here. Now, Ms. Heather, what is your rating on Signature Royale?
Yeah, this one is definitely, so we're going to give it a 9.1.
Woo! Highest rating? Is it the highest rating?
No, Bloom got the highest. Bloom got the highest with 9.5.
Okay.
If there's more, like if there's a bigger, better one of these, then I definitely need to find out.
We'll find out.
This is a really constructed, well blended. Everything.
Maurice said he bought it.
Do it.
He did.
Next week. This is money. I'm sorry. This is money. If whoever is wearing this is it definitely gives off that like put together. Yes, I'm put together. I look nice. I'm got a little sense of structure and responsibility in my life.
It's a sexy side of this.
But this is there's
we gotta beat around the bush.
Something delicious about
some
this.
Sexiness to this, right? That's the darkness.
There's a little bit of je ne sais quoi.
Okay, talk to him. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
okay, talk to him.
So
now.
if you wanted to, I was just say, if you wanted to play it, this is a little bit more daring and a little bit more adventurous than the one that we didn't talk about was the Pour Homme, which I think would be your more daily, everyday utilitarian. It's a very easy wear. It smells amazing. I did wear that, and I almost turned around and I thought it was a guy behind me in this restaurant, and I was like, oh God, that is coming off of me. It smells great. This though has just a little bit more interest in that it has sex appeal. There is, oh my God, if someone was walking past you, I'm like, oh, that person smells good. Let's find out, you know. I definitely, I can see where a woman would shy away from this if they only read the note breakdown and they saw the juniper in it and the cedar in it, and you're thinking, they're going to be like, no, I'm tapping out. But all the notes, listen, if you put this bottle in like a Parfums de Marly or Initio, because Initios are very, very unisex, and you just had that note structures, you'd be like, oh yeah, that'd be for anybody to wear. This is welcome. I just love that. Yeah, I was having fun with that one, wasn't I?
And I knew that you would. I knew that you would.
That
Royale
and
X.
the rose kind of just, I just was going for it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's really good stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Sir C.R. Stephenson says probably the best pronunciation of vetiver I've ever heard. Sounds like British royalty. Well, thank you, my man. That means a lot coming from you. You are definitely one of the high points in Fragcom for sure. Mike in the house. Sin of the day is Atik from Junad Perfumes. Glad to have you with us, Michael. We're getting ready to shut this down in just a sec. Joel with a message to the chat. My sister says, I still love sweet fruit and florals. Yes, you do.
Yes.
But I love a dark side too. Yes, you do. Like I said, this woman loves oud for greatness. I thought she was going to be in love with, not in love, leather tobacco. When she smelled it for the first time, she kind of paused. I said, hold on. Is she going to be in love with leather tobacco? And then she was like, oh, she's like, no. A little too masculine for me.
It is, and I agree with her 100%. It is too much male leaning.
Pretty rough.
It's male driven,
like a
baby.
Marine in a bottle.
Yeah.
It's all man. It's all man.
I mean,
IBG says, how strong is leather in Royale X? It's not too strong. It definitely adds character. It adds character. It adds a little bit of a dark side to the fragrance, but it's not a strong leather representation of Royale X. Very complimenting. It's complimenting the DNA for sure. Like Josh said, it's not too strong. Thanks. I am not a leather guy. I think if you're a leather guy, I think if you're not a leather guy, I still think this could be something that you would enjoy. But sample first if you're interested, my man. Where we at, Josh? Just a touch. I feel like the animalistic touchy is more from the dry vetiver, in my opinion. I agree with you, Josh. I definitely agree. My sister says Triple X is a must buy. Yes, I wish I could have recorded two facial expressions from her. The first time she smelled Mind Games French Defense, she literally gasped for air. Like she literally gasped for air smelling French Defense. And then when she smelled Triple Royale X, it looked like she kind of got like a little hot when like she smelled it. And then my wife said the same thing. She said, "Yo, this smells."
Don't get into that, Miss.
This is what my wife said.
Get into that next time.
My wife says this smells like a man.
that was that next.
That was my wife's response, and then my sister was kind of like fanning her. Said, "She's like, oh yeah." She said, "I love for my man to smell like this." So that's that Triple X, and shout out to the mafia. Shout out to the mafia for sure. Let's see. All right, let's get caught up on. Oh, we're at the bottom, so we're getting ready to wrap this up. Let's see what we got. Maurice says he's excited. Josh talking about 69. We're talking about Triple X. Maurice, you can't hide it. He's so. Oh, I get what you did there, Joe. He's so excited. He just can't hide it. Orum Sport, yes, fantastic. Magic 1976. I gotta go. Great show tonight. Thanks everyone. No, thank you for tuning in tonight. Again, says I feel like Dior Orum Sport is just getting love now. Everyone hated it when I released it. Well, not me. I didn't hate it. I smelled Dior Orum and the Sport, and I was just kind of like, okay, they're cool. And I just kind of moved on.
Yeah.
But as time has moved on, I gravitated back around. So ironically, my wife for my birthday, she purchased me Dior Orum 2020, the EDT, and then the following year for this year for my birthday, she got me Dior Orum Sport 2021. So back-to-back years from my wife, and I love both of those fragrances. Very
shout out to the MVP.
Yes, she is the MVP. Swiss Army knife type of vibe fragrances. So we are at the bottom of the chat. We had a time. We are almost at 2 hours, and we are still holding 90 people strong in this chat.
They smell good, family.
Engagement from everyone tonight.
I know, right?
Look at my wife. She's talking about I did. Yeah, don't play with me. Yeah, you did. She's talking about I did. Yeah, you did. But anyway, what were we about to say? Oh, she made me lose my thought. But we had a great time. We had a great time tonight for sure. And this has been a live stream that has been brewing for quite some time. I have been casually talking to Heather about Zaharoff.
Yep.
And Jerry just kind of like, you know what? I'm tired of the talking. I'm sending in the pack. And that's what he did. That's what he did. And I got the pack in and I sent it to Heather. And she had, I think there's four or five more that we still have to talk about.
There's a couple others, yeah. I mean,
so we're gonna have a part 2 at some point. And I know she has leather tobacco in there. I think she has tobacco in there as
Tobacco,
well.
tobacco is okay. Leather tobacco, I'll
We're
pass
gonna talk about
on.
it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Don't
But
give
yeah,
it
there's
away.
other
Don't
ones.
just
Don't
yet.
give it away. Don't give it away.
Don't give it
So
away.
do
Don't
not
give
give
it
it
away
away.
now.
So we're going to have a part 2 at some later time because we're going to get her to get her nose on XXX, and we're going to get her to get her nose on Seraphine Blue. So we're going to add to it. We're going to add to it and have Heather come back. So this was really, I really felt this way. I felt that this was a real important stream for Zaharoff. I'm not just saying it because it's me and in my channel, but you guys know in Fratcom, you know the back and forth conversations of Zaharoff, one of the most polarizing brands in all of Fratcom. The positivity, the negativity, and then you have the ridiculous base here. And we had one dodo show his face tonight, but we got him up out of here. We just kept it about fragrances tonight. We kept it about the scents. We kept it about the notes. We kept it about the experience. And that's what all fragrances should be for sure. So with Heather, with her being as educated as she is in the Fratcom world, where she's around fragrances literally 24/7. She's literally around people who she conversates with about different fragrances. She takes these fragrances to her place of business and get input from them. So she was the perfect person to say, hey, take these, wear them, give us your thoughts, and let's see what we got going on. So, and that's exactly what she did tonight. So I definitely want to thank my dear friend Heather for having time yet again. She comes and joins us once a month. And I'm glad that she was
available. So happy you like this one, Miss Heather.
Yeah,
I'm so happy you like this one.
I'm so glad she was available. Thank you, Heather, for your unbiased thoughts. Thank you for your unfiltered opinions. And it was great to get a refreshing take on these fragrances from Zaharoff, which are really good. They're really good quality. They're unique. They're
excellent
they can really have you being in some conversation. So Heather, any final remarks before we shut this down tonight?
Yes, thank you for that.
Yes,
there's a couple of final thoughts. First thing, I just want to thank Jared for actually sending this and making this happen. Without him, none of this would be possible. So I mean, you really tapped into some magic right here tonight. And like I said, he and I talk a lot of stuff, but this, you made this really come, you made this happen. So I have to thank you. And how surprised do you think I was? Like, you know, when I got to start smelling them all, I was like, because I really know absolutely nothing about this brand. I know nothing about any of the hype or any of the conversations. So this is really this was really fun for me because I just smelled some stuff and gave you some thoughts and feelings. And the other part that I do want to close with is that I know there is a tremendous amount of people's comments and thoughts and feelings out there. Trust me, I'm fully aware of this, but I have to say this to the people who have the hate and the rage or the negative things. If you have that much energy about some people talking about something, this is a hobby for us. This is a passion and a hobby. We are, all three of us are so much more than fragrances. We are people. Fragrances don't define us because we have lives and families and jobs and things. This is just an extension of who we are. So don't trip. But if you got that much passion in your heart, apply that energy to something that really, truly matters. Get out there in the community and extend your energy to something that really can be impactful in the world. Get mad at the politicians that you vote for that don't make good on their campaign promises. Go out there in your community with the people and the politicians that don't put the money into the resources in the communities that you feel that should be. Do something that is something of value with that energy, that hatred and that negativity that you want to spread on three friends that are just talking about some nice fragrances that we enjoy, because this is what we do for our enjoyment. It's like a hobby, like beading or crafting or working out or listening to music.
Absolutely.
It's like something we have every day around us, like music and good food. We have our fragrances, but don't spread your hate and your negativity over towards us. Use that in a different, constructive way and go out there in the world and show them what you can really do instead of being on this live stream. Thank you.
I have nothing else to add.
I ain't got nothing else to say, y'all.
I don't have anything else to add. Heather,
shut it down, Miss Heather.
Yeah. Heather, shut out.
Shut it down. You can get on that.
I really don't. I really don't have anything else to add. I normally will end off the stream with a message like that. But my girl, she took care of business tonight. So thank you for getting me off the clock early.
Thank you for
getting me off the clock. Jared, any final remarks, man, before we shut this down, bro?
Man, Miss Heather, that the entire reason that we wanted to do this is exactly what you just gave everybody. Yeah. I know for a fact I'm not the only one that enjoyed tonight's stream. I wanted to hear your thoughts on these myself. That's why I put my money where my mouth was. It's really that simple.
It
was a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Officially.
And
I look forward to doing this again very soon.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
Well, thank you, Jared, my God, the Bishop, my brother, the Bishop, for coming through again. Thank you for providing the materials tonight for Heather. This platform was done right tonight. We had a great time. Thank you guys again. Flowers in the chat for Heather as we close it out.
Drop the flowers.
Gloves in the chat. Gloves in the chat for the Bishop before we close it out.
Shorts in the chat for Daddy.
And Hoochie Daddy shorts in the chat for me.
Hoochie Daddy. Hey,
before we close it out.
Drop that list out there.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, we're gonna do a Hoochie Daddy live stream at the top of June. I'm letting y'all know right now. We're gonna have a Hoochie Daddy count, a top 10 in June.
Yeah.
So y'all look out for that. But more on that later. All right. So thank y'all for the love tonight. Thank you for your time. If you're watching this on the playback and you made it all the way to the 2-hour and 15-second mark, thank you.
We
appreciate that. Hit that thumbs up. Of course, we have videos dropping every Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m. We go live stream at least once a week. We could be back Saturday for a What's in the Bag because listen, y'all, I got a bunch of new fragrances that I am dying to
try. Some kind of.
We hear clacking in the back.
I got a lot of stuff in these that I'm wanting to explore. So this Saturday we could be back with probably the biggest What's in the Bag ever. The biggest salsa Saturday ever on this Saturday. So we could be making it happen. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'll put the thumbnail up first thing in the morning if we're going to be able to go live on Saturday. So until next time, y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. Y'all take care of yourselves. Y'all know what it is, baby. Splack it up. Splack it down.
Energy, positive vibes.
That thing. Hold on. I got to answer this real quick. My sister says, I don't know where the gloves and the shorts are, but love y'all. So the gloves are for Jared. Okay, Shoshana, the gloves are for Jared. And the shorts, the Hoochie Daddy shorts, are for me. That's what it is. For me, Shoshana. Okay? So that's what we got there. All right. Yeah. So splack it up, splack it down, splack it all around. And remember, what you put out into this world is exactly what you are going to get back. Don't be surprised if that nasty, funky, dirty energy that you put out into the world filters its way and be staring right back at you very, very soon. Do not be surprised. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We are knocking on the door to 17,000 subscribers. I think we are 70 subscribers away. 70 new Smell Good family members away. So Saturday night, we could be having a celebration Saturday night, y'all. We could be having a celebration on Saturday night, but stay tuned. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all on the next one.
Nice.